This is going to be a two-way conversation. This is not an interview. This round 3 is not an interview or a viva. Please do not treat it as a viva. A lot of people, they treat it as a viva. This is not a viva. This is your conversation skills. Two-way. Hello everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So welcome back to another session of learning English, improving your speaking skills and your English language skills with me. And today in this lesson, I'm going to take a requested topic, that is your IELTS speaking exam. I know a lot of you are looking forward to your IELTS exam, which is coming up in this month of March and April. So we call the months of March and April as the IELTS month because we have the examination of IELTS in these 2 months, and you are preparing for your speaking exams. And I know that you were requesting to me in the live session, ma'am, please give us some IELTS tips, how to prepare for speaking exams, some tips and all that. So today's video is very important because I'm going to explain to you in details what happens in a speaking exam, the complete format, how should you answer in each and every task, in each and every level, how to attempt the complete speaking exam that is presented to you, and how to score 9 band or at least 8+ band while giving this exam. So you want to score 8+ band in speaking exam? Then please watch this video till the end because I'm going to explain to you every detail of the format and how to score 8+ band in the IELTS speaking. Are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not forget to check out any lesson that I post for you on the channel. Also like the video and share it with your friends too. Now coming back to today's topic. So let's begin with the IELTS speaking exam. Now what is IELTS speaking exam? So we all know that IELTS is divided into 4 parts: speaking, reading, writing and listening. The main focus of every person out there is on the speaking exam. Well, let me tell you, all the exams are equally important because each and every exam, whether it's speaking, whether it's writing, reading or listening, they carry same weightage and the average is of all 4. But the thing is that you are so scared to attempt speaking exam because you have to interact with an examiner. You have to speak in front of somebody and then you are going to be marked upon it. So there is this particular tension in the mind. You are anxious about attempting it. So let me break down the format for you because even if you know the format, there is so much confusion. What is going to happen in this particular task? What is going to happen in this particular stage? How should I attempt it? What is exactly going to be there? So let's start with the complete format of the IELTS speaking exam. Now, IELTS speaking exam is actually divided into 3 parts. There are total 3 parts in the IELTS speaking exam. Now, these 3 parts are very important. Do not confuse between any one of them. So let's begin with the part number 1, and these parts are known as tasks in this exam. So the whole exam, whole speaking session will be of about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes depending on how you are responding and how much your examiner wants to listen from you, judging on your abilities. So definitely your speaking abilities are judged here. Speaking abilities, because we need to speak a language. Communication is important. That's why speaking exam is so important. So task 1, speaking task 1. What is the speaking task 1? That is your introduction and interview round. So task 1 is going to be of about 3 to 4 minutes. And that is the introduction and interview. Now this is not a job interview. No, not a job interview. This is a casual conversation. A complete casual conversation where the examiner will introduce himself or herself and they will ask about you in return. Journal things like what do you do, your hobbies, or where do you put up to. Some journal questions about you, your work, why you're learning the language. They can ask journal questions related to you, your introduction. Because if you're able to make a good impression on your examiner in this particular round, then it'll be easier for you. So impress them, answer them in a very relaxed manner, because obviously they expect you to know about yourself. You know about yourself, right? What do you like? What are your hobbies? What did you do yesterday? And how was your day today? These simple questions can be answered easily. And if you attempt them with a small smile on your face, with confidence, and you use simple English, if you are so scared of using those heavy vocabulary words, in the introduction round, you can use simple English. Go for simple English. Keep it simple, but speak. When you are speaking fluently, they will be impressed. Because this is an interview round, you can use simple English too. Use that and be confident. So they are going to ask you just 2 to 4 questions. So task 1 is pretty simple. General interview and introduction. That's it. So do not be scared for this particular task. As we have covered, task 1 is pretty simple, right? Let's move on to task number 2. Task 2. Now, task 2 of IELTS speaking exam is the task which scares everybody. Why? Because here you are assessed on a lot of points, on a lot of terms, and this is your main speaking exam actually. This is where your main speaking exam begins. This is known as the individual long run. Individual long run. Now, what are you being judged upon in this particular round? Your speaking skills, your speaking abilities. Here, the examiner is assessing you on your speaking skills. How much can you speak? How fluently can you speak on a given topic? So yes, a topic will be given to you. Now you must be preparing for your IELTS speaking exam on different topics. This is the round for which you are preparing yourself. You're preparing for this particular round, the individual long run, the task 2, the most difficult task of the complete speaking exam. Now, in this particular task, you do not have to be actually so much scared. If you know how to tackle it, you'll be able to ace it, believe me. What you have to do is, a lot of times, people are not aware about this. If you're self-studying, preparing yourself for this particular IELTS speaking exam, then you would not know about the fact that you are given 1 minute to prepare for your answer. So your examiner knows that you are not a robot, you are a human, and you would require time to jot down your thoughts regarding a topic. So use that 1 minute wisely. That 1 minute that is given to you must be used wisely. I suggest please do not start writing a paragraph on the given notepad. Now they are going to provide a topic card. It is called a topic card. Why a topic card? Because there is the topic written on the card, and then there are few points related to the topic, or you can say as a body. Basically, you have to include those points when you are speaking about it. In your speech, you can say. So you have to include those points. For example, sustainable development. Let's take an example to understand this in a better way. We have taken the topic sustainable development. Now, there must be some points related to sustainable development. For example, reusing, recycling, saving water, saving electricity, stop using plastics. So there can be some points written in that particular topic card that you are required to include in your speaking. Now you can include those points. That's one help they are doing for you. Do not think that, okay, I have to include these points. Rather take it as a help they are providing, or rather take it as clues given to you. Isn't that wonderful? They are also giving you points to include in your speaking. That is wonderful. So take it in a very positive way, that you are getting some material to speak on, right? So that is very nice. Number 2 that I've told you about is that you will be given 1 minute to prepare for your speaking. So you're getting this 1 minute to prepare for your speaking, plus they will provide you a particular notepad and a pen. So you're not allowed to carry anything inside when you're giving this particular exam. That's why they will be providing you a notepad or maybe a paper and a pen. So use that 1 minute and this tool very wisely. What you have to do is you have to just make small notes, main thoughts you're having about that particular topic, write it. You can use a particular idiom related to something in that particular topic, speaking skills, write it. Some good advanced level vocabulary words that you are thinking about, write them. So you have to make some notes. Do not start writing paragraph. A lot of times what people do is they think that they will be able to write their whole speech in just 1 minute. No, that's a preparation time for you. You just have to jot down your thoughts. You're not allowed to look at that paper once you're done jotting down your thoughts. So you cannot just again and again look. No, because it's like you're reading. You cannot read what you have to speak. That is for your help, that okay, you jot down your notes, and if you're looking just for a second on that particular paper, then that's fine. But you cannot just look and read continuously. No, you have to make eye contact with the examiner, because this is your speaking skills test. And speaking skills matters a lot. Your eye contact, your body language, your expressions, the way you are saying everything, the tone that you are using, everything matters a lot. That's why use those 1 minutes to just jot down your thoughts. That is to gather your thoughts about the topic. And then you have to speak. And yes, there is going to be a timer. Now, this is the task where the famous timer that examiners set timers in IELTS exam. Everyone knows that. Yes, that's true. And this is the particular task, task number 2, where the examiner is going to set a 2-minute timer for you. And as soon as the timer is up, you need to stop speaking. So the thing is that a lot of people are afraid that they will not be able to speak for 2 minutes. But do not think about that. Just let your thoughts be free. Now, one last thing that I would like to tell you about this particular task is that the examiner is not judging your knowledge about the topic. Do not think that they are going to judge my knowledge about the topic. No, they are not judging your knowledge on sustainable development, but they are actually assessing your English speaking skills. So no, they are not testing your knowledge on a topic. They are testing your English speaking skills. That's true. Now, if they're testing your English speaking skills, so you do not have to worry about what content I'm speaking. Maybe I'm saying something wrong. It's okay. Do not care about that. If you've said something like, maybe you've said that plastics are this and that, totally fine. It's okay. Do not become conscious at that very moment about that particular thing. So do not stress about saying an answer in a right or a wrong way. No, it's not about facts. No, it's about your speaking skills. So whatever you know related to sustainable development, just speak it out. That is what you have to do. So this is all about task number 2 of IELTS speaking exam. Let's move forward to task number 3 now. So task number 3 of IELTS exam is the last task in this particular speaking exam, and that is the two-way conversation. So it's known as the two-way conversation, a conversation round. Now, what are they assessing you on? Well, they are assessing your conversational skills. Are you able to make conversation in English? Are you able to express views about something? Are you able to analyze, express, or maybe counterpart something? So what will happen is, in this particular round, the examiner is going to cross-question you related to the topic that was given to you. Now, we have spoken about the topic. Now, you must have said that I strongly disagree with the use of plastic bags. Now, you have said that your examiner might pick this line up and then form a question with it, related to it. So, do you think that a lot of people are using plastic bags these days? You have to answer on that. And then the conversation will flow. So this is going to be a two-way conversation. This is not an interview. This round 3 is not an interview or a viva. Please do not treat it as a viva. A lot of people, they treat it as a viva. This is not a viva. This is your conversation skills. Two-way conversation. Everything that you know about a conversation, you have to put that in this particular round. So be true to yourself, be absolutely free, and treat it as a real conversation, because this is supposed to be a real conversation. So examiner is going to pick up some questions related to your topic. From whatever you have spoken, the examiner will create some questions related to that only, so that you can have a conversation, a two-way conversation, where you're going to just exchange your views, your journal views related to the topic. So you have said that, oh yeah, I believe that a lot of people are still using plastic bags these days, even though they are banned and they should not use them. I strongly disagree with the use of plastic bags, and whenever I can, I encourage people not to use them. So this is how you're supposed to answer. So answer as much as possible, not in just yes or no. That's a big mistake. I say, do not begin your answer with a yes or no, or do not just answer a yes or no. A lot of people say, yes, I think that people are using a lot of plastic bags. Now, that is a very bad answer. That's a bad answer. You cannot do that. You lose your marks. What you can do is, just like I said, obviously, I see a lot of people out there still using plastic bags to bring something, to buy something. Whenever they are shopping, they are carrying plastic bags around. I totally disagree with the use of plastic bags. Even though they are banned, still, people are roaming around freely with the plastic bags in their hands. And whenever I can, I encourage people to stop using them. So you can definitely speak something like that. So whatever is your answer, maybe yes or no, your views will tell. Let the examiner know your views, not just a yes or no. So that is one tip that I would give you. Never answer in yes or no. What examiner will do is, now he or she will create another question related to this. So what do you think can be the solution? Something like that. So something like that. And then they might ask some other question related to sustainable development just from the conversation that is going on within the flow. So this is not a test. This is not a viva on sustainable development. No, this is just a normal conversation going around on the topic sustainable development. That is what is happening. A two-way conversation. So please take care about your body language, your eye contact, the way you are answering. That's very important in this particular round. So we have covered all the 3 rounds. I'm sure you are pretty clear about all the 3 rounds now. So task number 1 is your introduction round. So introduction round, the examiner is going to assess you on your general day-to-day everyday conversation skills. That are you able to make some everyday conversation, because introducing yourself, talking about your hobbies and all that, that's an everyday English task. So you are just upon your everyday English and basic English usage. Now task number 2, individual long run, is the particular task where you are just on your speaking skills. How fluently and how accurately, let me repeat, how accurately can you speak? So yes, you are assessed on your speaking skills, your fluency, your accuracy, the way you are using the grammar, how good vocabulary can you use. You are assessed on all these points, and you are given score based on an average of all the points, all these points, the kind of vocabulary you are using in the task number 2, the grammar you're using, the structure, sentences structures. If you're using an advanced vocabulary, that's an advantage. Using advanced vocabulary, using some idioms, phrases, that's an advantage for you. If you're doing it, bravo, you're gonna get extra points for this. Believe me, you're gonna get good points. And yes, accuracy is important in this particular speaking exam. So you have to be accurate. Focus on your accuracy too. Now in task number 3, that is the two-way conversation, that is around, again, 4 to 5 minutes. You are just on your conversational skills. Are you able to hold conversation on certain topics or not? Are you able to express your ideas in a two-way conversation or not? So this is your conversation skills. Two-way speaking. It's not your individual speaking, but the two-way conversation. That is what you're assessed on. So these are the 3 tasks. I have given you a detailed account of all the 3 tasks that are there in the IELTS exam. I've also told you about how to attempt it, what to say, what not to say, the tips that are required, and I've also provided you the example answers too in this particular lesson. So I'm sure you are totally covered on how to attempt your IELTS speaking exam and ace it with 8+ band. You'll be able to do it. So if you have an upcoming exam, all the best for it. I wish you all the very best. Ace it, I'm sure you can do it. So that's it for today. That was the lesson. If you have more questions related to IELTS, if you have more queries related to IELTS, let me know in the comment section below. I'll be happy to make a lesson for you on IELTS. So that's it. That was the lesson. Now I'm gonna meet you again in the new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.